All right, this problem is another tricky one because it's a mixed number times a mixed number. So I'm going to show you one way to solve it, but you can try solving it different ways. Just make sure you get the same answer. All right, so in this problem, it says Christina loves to paint. She cut out a piece of cardboard that is 1.5 of a foot by 1 1/4 of a foot to paint on. What is the area of the piece of cardboard? So I'm going to use my whiteboard again. I'm going to write this down. 1.5 times 1 1/4. 1.5 times 1 1/4. Okay, so since we're talking about area here, it's easier for me to draw an area model. So I'm going to make this my 1 by 1 square unit. Now, since it's longer than 1 by 1, it's 1.5 by 1 1/4, I'm going to make this 2 squares long, 2 units long. So really I have 4 holes here. And the reason I'm going to do this is because I need to do, this one has to be split in half. So here's 1.5. And this one needs to be split in fourths. So here's 1 1/4. All right, and I'm actually going to go ahead and split this right down here because that'll help me figure out this. So let me outline the picture here in a different color so it's easy to see. So the picture is 1 1/4, by 1.5. Well, we know this part is already 1 square unit. So I can put, I know we have 1 square unit. I have to figure out what these parts are. What do these equal? Well, this one is split into eighths over here. So this would be 1/8, right? Out of the whole. This one's in fourths, but if I split this in half, I know that this is 1/8 and this is 1/8. That's 1/8. All right, and this one is 1/2 of a whole, which I could split into eighths, or if you know what half of 8 is, this would be 4/8. Okay, so I already have my whole here. Now I have to add up these eighths. So 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be 1 7/8. So 1.5 times 1 1/4 equals 1 7/8. I want you to think about with this problem, take a look at the product. In this case, do you notice that the product is bigger than the two factors? I want you to think about why that might be in this case, because the other cases, it seems like the product is less than at least one of the factors. But in this case, it's greater than. So think about why that might be.